Okay, can we see me? Wow, it's just black screen. Very sorry. Hi. Great, beautiful, blessed Monday. Is it, am I visible on all the things? Can y'all do me a favor? I see a few of you in here. Could you do me a favor and please show me that you see me? I see that I am visible on YouTube's. Thank you so much, Bayesian Shinobi. Go watch that man stream. He be streaming on Twitch and he puts it on YouTube. Where else am I? Can you see me on the Facebooks? Can you see me on the Instagram? It says I'm live on the Facebooks. Okay, now we just gotta come on, Instagram. Do it. Oh, here we are. Oh man. Instagram, why do you give me such big problems, huh? Oh, I know. I know. Everyone relax. I know. I'm aware of what's happening, I think. I know what's happening. Here. Oh, am I still live? Do you see me? Do you see me? I'm gonna figure this out. I don't I don't care. I do not care. I want to talk to all of my people, and that's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna do it. Okay. Here we go. I know I did it now. Well, oh, I know. Go to start over with this part. Hi, friends. How are you? Thank you so much for your grace, your patience. I love everything about that for us. That's how I know we're real friends, we actual friends, you know? Because I'm on here just talking mess and pressing buttons, and you have no idea what I'm doing, which is fine. It's fine. No. Goodness, come on. Come on. Let me work here. Let me live. Can we let me live? Okay. Okay, let me start that again. Cool. So friends, my name is Tenille Stewart. I don't even want to do this because I don't want to have to say it again, but I'm going to because I refuse to be beaten by Instagram and its ridiculous ways, okay? Because I know I can make this work somehow. Okay, I did it. Find me on Instagram. Come see me. Come see me on Instagram live. I did it. I'm proud. I don't care if y'all are proud because I'm very proud. It only took me 47 years. Okay, check on Instagram now because I see that it should be all the way live, even though I'm a little frozen somewhere. It's okay. Doesn't matter. I'm proud of myself. Boom. Who's the champ? This one right here. Okay. Anyhow, hi. My name is Tenille Stewart. I help women who've been diagnosed with lupus go from confused and discouraged to healed, hopeful, and in control of the medical narrative. And I'm here today on Happily Healed with Tenille podcast to talk about a few things. I don't have a guest today, so we can really vibe. We can really talk. Forgive me for no earrings because I left them in New York. I just got back from New York yesterday very early. Was this better? More lights? Yes. I got back from New York yesterday. And hello. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. But I can't see people on Instagram. Can you see? Oh, yeah. Hey, Bran. Hey, Brandy. Or I'm sorry. Do y'all want me to say your names on the app, or should I say your real name? Because maybe you don't want your government out there. I'm sorry. Oh, one with Brand. Well, it says that. And Hawaiian-verse, Brandy. I don't know. Let me know. Type in the chat. Do you want me to say your real name or your Facebook or Instagram names? Thank you. Okay, so I just got back from New York. Yes, so I went to New York for a tragic reason, actually. In a time I really didn't know if I can make it happen because it is Lupus Awareness Month. Throw up your L's. Which means I'm doing a video every day on my Instagram and Facebook. Just a couple minutes, like a lupus lesson minute, just to let you know something new that you didn't know about chronic illness or lupus specifically, or just to encourage, you know? So I'm doing those every day so far. I set a goal of like, let me not say every day because I didn't want to make it scary for myself. However, so far, haven't missed a day. Your girl been there every day. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm doing that and, moderately busy without that. So when I found out my friend passed the Saturday before the funeral that was on the following Friday, I was distraught. I was like, whew, what do I do right now? How do I make this happen? So um, I end up doing an emergency trip, and somehow I really think that she, rest in peace, Priya, thank you, Priya, for I think she made it so the stars aligned and I was able to get the flights, because when I first started looking for flights, they were outrageous costing and there was just no way. I was like, wow, I'm really gonna miss this girl's funeral. How? She's a great friend. We had our regular friend disagreements and whatnot, but I was her first friend in New York, and it really, when she moved from England to New York, and that was a claim of mine to fame. She's the one who said it first. She put on a Facebook page she was going to be in New York and on a vegan Facebook page, and if anybody wanted to have dinner with her, so we went and had dinner the first night she was there, and we stayed friends. She had my two cat nephews, and then eventually she had a daughter, Araya. Her daughter's 2 now. So I wanted to go and make sure I said, my condolences to her family and everything. And it worked out. It really did. Even though I was tempted to get stressed. The thing about stress is it will encourage a flare up, it will encourage sickness in general. Stress lowers your immune system. And right now, I'm not on any immune suppressants. Like a lot of lupus people are on immune suppressants. I'm not. Uh, when I first got diagnosed, with lupus, I also had my second big flare up. I had huge blood clots in my legs. And for context, at that time, I didn't know any of this stuff, but I have the anticoagulant genetic markers where I am prone to blood clots. Was unaware at that time. Had huge blood clots. Told that I would be on blood thinners my entire life. I'm currently not on blood thinners, and I am very proactive about maintaining myself off of blood thinners. There are many ways, and you can figure out ways of your own. My ways are with supplements. So there's that. So after my first major flare up, I was afraid of travel in general. I was afraid of flying. They had given me a death date. So I just thought, that's it for me. Like I'm not the type of person that's going to travel anymore. And, it's weird that being as young as I was, 19, diagnosed in like that flare up I'm talking about in my early 20s, I had just assigned myself this identity of what they told me my life was going to be made up of. I just was like, okay, well, they said I can't do this and I can't do that. And I let that last for a little bit. Even though I did let that last for a little bit, I remembered that, they didn't think I was going to make it through this flare up, and I just made it through this flare up. They didn't think I would walk again, and I'm walking again. So maybe there's a chance that I could do all the other things that they said I couldn't do. I became a world traveler. Like I definitely, let me think. I remember the first year I really traveled heavy. I went to 7 vacations in 1 year, and I was like, wow, like I can do this. I can do something different. And I was alive. So my first trip was a kind of a catastrophe, a little bit. It was a trip with a company and like a bunch of new friends. And I didn't know anything about like prepping as a chronically ill person for travel. Like I just thought I could jump on a plane like I had been accustomed to jumping on a plane growing up. Growing up, I started traveling at 2 years old. My first international trip was to Jamaica to see my family. My mother is Jamaican, my father is British, and I've been back and forth to those two places my whole life. Um, and I never had to prep anything. I just put the clothes in the bag and left. So I thought when I first started traveling that I could do that. When I first started traveling with a diagnosis, I found out that that is not true. There is a fair amount of prep. Hey, Jean Jean, what's up, girl? um, there's a fair amount of prep that goes into traveling with a diagnosis. So I, as a chronic overpacker, excuse me, as a chronic overpacker, got nervous about that I would need a bunch of stuff. I have whittled it down. I've been traveling since 2012, maybe 2013, consistently traveling with a limited budget, with a chronic illness, with time constraints. The thing is, we live this one singular life, okay? Every day you have 24 hours to do something that you can think back on later and remember, like, wow, life is so good. Like, thank you, God, I got to do this thing. I was trapped in a lot of fear around uh, traveling because of what doctors told me, because of things I had seen. Like, I was so afraid to go somewhere and not have, like, if a flare up started or something specific happened, that I wouldn't have the medical attention I needed. They don't know my charts. They don't, what if I run out of medication? Listen, it's all figure outable. It's all things that you shouldn't stress about, because stress prompts sickness. And if you are thinking more goal oriented instead of problem oriented thoughts, it's more likely you're going to find a solution to the problem. So I have a lot of travel hacks. I won't make this video too long. I will just do a few things that I do when I'm traveling, and some of the products I use. I first learned about compression stockings. So people wear compression stockings even if they do not have a chronic illness. I never had heard of them. I had my first blood clot ever was a huge one on my left leg. My left leg will always be, it seems like, always be larger than my right leg, like kind of significantly. Like my foot, like shoe size is a little bit different. Just kind of deal with it, stretch my shoes out before I wear them, etc. The clot I had in this leg made the bottom half of my leg is a completely different color than the top half of my leg. So like a little like below my knee, it's a darker complexion. And there's nothing I've been able to do to fix that. I've grown accustomed. It's fine. Like, I don't mind. But it can be like, people notice it and ask me about it on a semi-regular if I wear like shorts. So I went on my first trip that January 2012 without compression stockings, and my leg blew up. I was also extremely exhausted. I was also in a lot of pain. I was limping around this event, and my new friends were literally holding me like by my arms, like walking. I didn't have like crutches or anything. They were just, and they had no idea what was going on. It was their first time experiencing anybody with lupus or anything of the sort. They were just like, okay, we'll help you, whatever you need. Okay. And thank God for them every day. Like, they are still friends of mine to this day. And so after that trip, I learned I need compression stockings. You can get compression stockings at a CVS, depending on the strength that you need. I would try a bunch of different types to see which ones you like the best. I have the ones I've been wearing the most are probably like my super sheer, super thin ones. I like the ones that only go to the knee. the ones that go to the thigh. I got a lot of thigh. I'm built like a chicken meal from the chicken spot on the corner. Okay, breasts and thighs only. I'm a meaty girl. Okay. Okay. So I don't like the ones that go to the thigh. They constrict too much. They hurt me. I do not like them. I I like the ones that go up to my knee. They're easy to take off when they get to be too much because you can't wear them for too long and they can hurt you still. So compression stockings. Go to Amazon. I'll put a couple links in the comments or description or whatever because those are number one. I'm not going nowhere without compression stockings. Okay, never again. So if I'm getting on a plane, I'm putting on my compression stockings. 2, plan to hydrate the day before. The day before you get on any plane, make sure you've had, I do a gallon a day, okay? So I do my gallon, plus I do like a hydrating mix. So like, what are they called? Like little packets you sell. Gosh, I don't have any on me. They're in the kitchen. Dang, does anybody know what they're called? It's like a little packet with powder and you put it into your water. Liquid IV, that's a good one. There's a few different brands. There's a vegan one I like. Liquid IV is a good brand that everyone promotes everywhere on the internet. But I'll post that and I'll post the vegan one that I like as well. So hydration packs and as much water as you can handle on the day before, because you get on a plane, it's recycled air, it's very dry. You generally don't drink as much water when you're traveling just because, you're not in the comfort of your own home. You're not going to go stop and pee whenever you want. Like you're out and about doing things. So compression stockings, hydration, do that. The day before, because on the day, you're not trying to be peeing in that little airplane bathroom and you're not trying to be rushing to your gate or deciding, do I get snacks or coffee or pee or get to my gate? Like, it's good. So those are 2 things that are non-negotiable things that got to do. Third thing, I bring my supplements with me. I do not, and like if you take medication, bring your medication with you, plan it out beforehand and bring extras. So I tend to bring 3 days extra of whatever I'm bringing, unless if I have a lot of room, which like I have been a chronic overpacker. This time I did not have time or money or space to bring all kinds of extra stuff. It was literally a 3-day trip. But I bring my supplements because I'm not on any pharmaceuticals right now. So the ones that I take on the every single day, my multi is over there. I take a multi. Choose whichever multi you want. I bounce around a bit. What I did to find out like the percentages that I need of things, I take my multivitamin and I type it into Chronometer or one of those apps or websites that that calculate all of the stuff for you for your body, and you can put in your weight and your height and da da da, and if you're a woman da da, and it tells you how much percentage you need. So like I was taking Ritual for a while. I really like Ritual. It's really a cute aesthetic vitamin. I like them a lot. The thing about them though is they really had way too much B12. Even though I'm a vegan and I need extra B12, they had obscene amounts of B12. So like I was doing too much taking Ritual. So take the multivitamin that fits you. I take every single day Recovery by Life by Secret. Yes, I will put the link to where you can get these in the comments or description or whatever. Those, I don't know, they're hydrolyzed hydrogen or something, and like I don't know, I'm not the science, but I'm the proof, okay? Because I don't know how it works. I just know that it works. Like small things to big things to, like if I'm feeling pain or I can anticipate feeling pain or I wake up feeling a certain kind of way, I go straight to Recovery. It literally is Recovery in a bottle. It literally takes away a lot of muscle pain, joint pain, those kind of things, in my experience. So, everyone's body works different. You have to find your own supplements, et cetera, et cetera. That's what that is. So then also, every day I eat a certain amount of greens and or I take a green shake. When I am traveling, I take greens capsules. Ooh, can you see it? So light, so many brightnesses. Green capsules are the same green shake that I drink, except in capsule form. Uh, it is super important to keep your nutrition. Like I ate junk food, I ate all kinds of stuff when I was out uh, traveling around in New York. Um, I was grieving, hello, depressed, like eating not great stuff, candy, all kinds of stuff. Um, I still got my greens in. Like it's important for everything. Like I'm not saying greens will cure everything, but I'm telling you, greens will cure a multitude of sins, okay? Because greens and water. So I do those every day. And then at night, I was having, I don't sleep that well in the first place. I was having problems sleeping more than usual because I was sad and my friend is gone. And I was figuring out how to get to the funeral. And I was, thinking about all those things. So um, I do it most nights. I won't say every night, but I will take boosters at night to help me sleep better. Um, I don't know. I wake up with a more restful sleep. Um, Even if I was going to bed with a lot on my mind and not feeling that great mentally and whatever, that usually would translate. If I don't take anything, it'll translate to the morning. And I can feel that like I don't know. If you have you ever slept but knew that you didn't get the rest? Like you knew that your brain was still working a million miles an hour. You woke up and you were like, did I sleep? Was that sleep? Um, I was getting more of those than I needed. I mean, not that I need any of them. So boosters and recovery at night as well. So I travel with those. Whatever pills you're taking, you can. So I take a pill case, put the pills I would need, then also 3 days extra of each thing, including medications. Also, if I'm going somewhere um, that I know the address and I know like my accommodations, whatever, I look up the pharmacies that the pharmacy that if I was taking pharmaceuticals, the pharmacy that I get my pharmaceuticals from, look up if there is one near where you are. Okay. If there is a pharmacy that you usually get your stuff from, look that up. Make sure that you can get your medication. Let's say there's bad weather, there's like something you have to stay a few more days that you were not expecting. Make sure that your medication is available to you in one of those pharmacies near the place. Okay. Um, it's happened maybe twice in my life after traveling since 2012. So over 10 years of traveling. However, it's important to do because it's better to have it and not need it instead of need it and not have it. Okay. So traveling, taking any kind of medication, plan for 3 extra days wherever you are, just in case of anything. You could drop a pill, who knows? So those are 3 really good travel tips that I use all the time. I was going to talk about grief. Okay, I'm going to do this in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So 3 travel tips, and I'll give more on another day. This is just I don't want it to be too wonk. So grief. I have had a knack of being able to grieve and not throw myself into a flare up. When Daddy died in 2016, everyone was hovering around me on high alert, very like something's gonna happen. Be careful, like very much because me and my father were very close. I was with him when he died. It was all very traumatic. I figured it out. So know that the person that you are grieving wants the best for you. Be like super aware, like intentionally, like I know that you're in pain. I know that it feels as though things will never be the same, never be right. Like you can't get through. But I guarantee you, if you're sitting here today listening to me, you've gotten through every hard thing so far. And this is just something else that you will prove that you can get through. Okay. You have to believe that and know that and trust that. Me, I pray. So Whatever your higher power is, I'm a God girl. I pray. I pray very intentionally to get through whatever I'm getting through. I pray for the person I lost. I pray for myself. I pray for both of our families. I like, I surrender all of that because that hurt is so real and it's so like, I feel big. I feel deeply. Okay. So I understand if you feel like feelings could take over your whole body and really make you sick. Don't let it. That's all I can tell you. Do not surrender to God, surrender to whatever your higher power is. Do not surrender to feelings. Feelings are not facts. You make it if it's true or not. If you think you can, you think you can't, you're right. You have to convince yourself, make it fact to yourself that I'm going to get through this. And my person wanted the best for me. Another thing I do, I will write letters. So I really want to talk to my friend. It makes me want to cry. I really want to talk to my friend about my trip. I want to tell her the good food I ate. I want to tell her what her baby was doing, what her kitties were doing. Like in my mind, it hasn't set in that I cannot call her. So what I do, I've done this for, a lot of the people who've passed that I know. And I have had a lot of people pass that I know from a bunch of different things. So write them a letter, like before I go to bed or when I wake up, like when your mind is the most clear and the most like receptive to suggestion. So I write a letter telling them everything I wanted to tell them, or like how I'm feeling right now, or like what I wish we were doing, or, just pour your heart out on the paper, okay? Because then it feels like it has gone somewhere. I find that if you're just sitting and thinking about it, it just hurts. It's just not doing anything. It's not going anywhere. I guess you could talk out loud. I just don't tend to. I talk a lot in general, so writing is just better for me. But do whatever works for you, okay? So those are a couple tips on grieving. You should stay healthy for yourself and for your person that you're grieving, and know that you're going to get through this. Like after rain, there's always a rainbow. After, I told Mitch that he's a beautiful butterfly because butterflies literally have to shrink down into nothing to build themselves back up into something that is beautiful. And maybe that's what's happening. Like you lose people, you lose situations and jobs or, relationships or whatever it is. It's only going to make you stronger. You're only going to be a better person if you are intentional on making it that way. You have a choice. You don't have to become better if you don't want to. But if there's that choice, I'm going to take it. I'm 100% going to take it. So those are my many, many tips and tricks of things. Hope you enjoyed today's episode 29 of Happily Healed Tenille with Tenille podcast. I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous day and feel amazing, healthy, fantastic. So thank you for being here with me. I love y'all. Have a great day.